their father, or just still a little bit limited in with his range?
No, we just, I mean, that's why he's not playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just, when we played him yesterday, George says we'll give him a Friday, Sunday, instead of going 3 in a row, and then it's a day game tomorrow, so he'll have the whole evening and then night game the next day, so that should be good to get him back Monday. But it was planned when we started.
Like last night when he didn't get to that ball, some of the fans said, lay off him. He's probably, still recovering. Is he still?
No, he actually ran better than what he did after that ball. I don't know what, I think he thought the ball actually might have been foul, quite honestly, because George said he ran a lot better than that pregame. So I think there was more than just the injury part of it.
You guys have been, if anything, overly cautious as far as bringing guys back. You don't rush anybody
No,
back.
I don't want to rush anybody back. No, we don't. Like I said, a lot of them get hip replacements and be back sooner than what we get them back.
Well, you look at the numbers at Iglesias, you've talked about him, but I think people overlook him when they name top closers, but his numbers say he's top closer.
It's stupid. Somebody texted me yesterday what he's done, and it's just crazy. And in the situations that he's pitching, I think that may be his 4th or 5th time that he's won an extra inning game for us with the, with a go-ahead or tying run on second base. He's been amazing. It's just how efficient he's been and how good the stuff has been too. I mean, he just, he doesn't get enough credit for what he's doing.
He uses multiple pitches. He's got to pitch him, not just pull.
No, I say he's a 3-pitch closer now. And so, like, it's efficient and quality stuff. When you look at it, it's just something else. And, he's not afraid of contact either.
Yeah, that's another example of kind of Alex's foresight too, because when he goes out and gets it, you guys had kindling, he just takes on his contract and then recovered it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think when he was called, it was kind of one of those things that was too good to pass up, when Perry was looking to deal him.
Urshela worked with Sites when he got here and your analytics people and said that it really kind of helped him right away. 30-minute meeting, he felt comfortable with adjustments that they made, and defensively and offensively. He's felt comfortable.
Oh, defensively, he's been really good.
You look at him, it's hard to believe that this guy got just released. I mean,
I said I don't think it was performance as much as it was they just need to clear a spot for a top prospect that they had. It was more than anything. I think they looked at where they're at and their future, and that he was kind of the odd man out, really, through no fault of his own. And it was really good that we, just the timing was pretty much perfect when our situation happened, that he just didn't have a chance for anybody else to get to him, really.
yeah, Merrifield was almost the same way, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he was there.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much the same thing.
You end up having an infield that looks like they've been playing together all year.
I know, right? It's been amazing what those guys have done too together, and you look at Gio and you feel like he's a kid the way he looks. I told him, that's what I said earlier. I saw him 10 years ago in AAA, and I was like, man, you haven't aged at all. I mean, he looks great, and he's moving really good, and as big a bat last night, moving a runner. And, that's the kind of things you got to have, doesn't always work that way, when you're trying to cover injuries.
Talked about Iglesias and how maybe some of his numbers are not, maybe they get a little bit overlooked when you look at the whole league, but this whole bullpen, it seems like, is one of the better groups that you've had from a completeness factor. How impressed have you been with
No,
this,
very much.
quality?
Yeah, I mean, and they've been like that all year too. And then we had, we had a big hole in there losing Minter. That's just kind of one of them guys you just can't replace guys like that. But kind of Dylan Lee is developed in, to a guy, and Jesse's continued to be really strong in his role, and Holmes is, that guy that, is this year's one. It's like we talked, there's always a guy that kind of surfaces that you're not expecting, and he's probably this year's version of that. And then, you know, kind of the different roles that he's undertaken. And so yeah, Joe, you know, and we see Joe just coming off a normal off-season and a good spring. And, you know, he finished really good last year and then had a normal off-season and health-wise and all that. And he's been about as good as it gets, too.
I think health has been the biggest thing, just let Dylan Lee take this step forward.
Yeah,
this year.
yeah. I mean, I think that's always going to be, you know, I mean, that was his kind of first year to be a major league reliever, and now they know a little bit more about what that's all about. And, yeah, he's been a real valuable guy, too.
Anything else?
Thank you.